Confrontation ensued today morning in Kabate when a group of youth demolished one of the servants' quarters belonging to the Directorate of Veterinary Services. Residents say powerful individuals in the government are behind the act with the intention of grabbing the government land. Jeff Kirui, my colleague, has been following up on that story and now joins us. Jeff, good afternoon. What else do we know?
Well, a very good afternoon, Ashley. This is one of those cases, one of the many cases we've heard about faceless individuals within the government whose interest is actually to take over government land. And of course, what I can gather so far here is that a group of about 200 youth actually down on this particular demolishing a house belonging to an officer of the Directorate of Veterinary Services here in Kabate. And of course, the residents here claim that some individuals, very powerful individuals in the government, are taking over this public government land. Remember that this particular place, the person who was actually residing here is a government official, and which raises question as to how a particular individual comes over and takes over a government land. And of course, with me here is the permanent secretary, the livestock, permanent secretary livestock, to tell us what exactly happened and who are these people, who are these government individuals behind this act. Welcome to KTN News, Pona Piers. Maybe you can just explain to us what exactly and who is behind all this.
First and foremost, I want to say that we were not aware, we don't know who is the owner of this land, but according to our records, it shows the land belongs to the government, and specifically Director of Veterinary Services, because this land is for the purpose of investigation of diseases.
So you've said that this land belongs to the government, but yet there is an individual who is claiming that they want to develop something on this particular land. Perhaps have you been able to establish who that person is?
Today in the morning, I was called because I was in the charge. I was told that there's about 200 youth who have come and they have descended on this building. They are demolishing it and they are claiming that the land belongs to one of their relatives. So we came here and we notified the police. The police came very fast. They arrested 6 of them, which I believe now is going to tell us or to reveal to us who is the real owner of this land as per the documents which they claim they have. But as per our records that we have, this land is for the government, and specifically State Department of Livestock.
Well, from what we gather from the residents here, this is not the first time such an incident is happening. Are there any plans by the government to reclaim land which has already been taken over by private developers?
We have sent the land map for this entire area. We have sent it to the Ministry of Lands so that they can come and survey and now issue one title in the name of Ministry of Agriculture, State Department of Livestock. So as far as our records are concerned, we know this land still belongs to the government. Those who have grabbed, those who have built houses, once we procure the title, we are going to demolish all those lands. Yes.
Well, from what we gather, so maybe my final question is that the government land under the Directorate of Veterinary Services was something above 1,000 acres, but what has been actually reduced to about 600 acres. Can it be established who these other people are?
So far, I have instituted a team that is going to work very closely with the Ministry of Lands as they undertake the survey. We are going to know the individuals who have actually grabbed this land, and from there we are going to prosecute them because they have to show and prove that they actually own that land. So we already have individuals who have, to us, they have the titles which are not genuine. How they were given, we are going to investigate.
Any plans to have the family who are relocated here at least get a temporary accommodation?
Yes, we have already made arrangements. That's why you see I'm here. We are going to make sure that the family is settled because tomorrow they have to continue, they have to report to work. So we want to make sure that they are safe. One, we are very happy that they were not harmed when the raiders came. So we are going to make sure that he's provided with the alternative accommodation so that he continues with this work as we handle this issue.
All right. Well, Ashley, there you have it. So far from actually the police officers is that 6 people have already been actually apprehended and they are in Kabate police station waiting, of course, to be arraigned in court. And from what the PS is saying is that the people, when investigation commences, is that those people will be able to bring or rather to tell us who those other people who sent them to do that demolition war. Back to you, Ashley.